Scoop boobity bop bop.
Bing bang.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 9 of our NFL All Day Insider Sunday show, where we talk about all things all day. So, as always, we have Phoenix, Blazing Arrow, and Stingray in here with us, and we're going to be talking about some stuff. What
Football?
stuff? Maybe, hopefully, if things go right, it'll be at least somewhat related to football. Yes,
Maybe.
maybe. It could go down a weird rabbit hole of nonsense like it does sometimes. But anyway, how we doing today, guys?
Awesome.
Looking forward to Sunday afternoon football.
There's football on today?
I wouldn't say it's very good football, but
No,
Hey.
come on. I want to see what Aaron Rodgers and the Packers have for Jared Goff, because they're literally the worst team ever. I hate the Lions so much. And Green Bay just needs to get their stuff together. So
well, I am rooting for
I'm
Goff
hoping.
for 300 yards.
Are you serious?
I'm rooting for Rodgers.
You really need to sell that rare so you can stop rooting for Goff.
I could sell him right now for profit, but I just
Well, then do it. He's not going to
like
win.
the chaos.
No, that's
He just has to hit 300 yards.
He's 1-6.
I don't
1-6.
I still don't think Goff is the problem.
But Detroit was on Hard Knocks. And everybody loves him. They're like America's team now.
I don't think he's the solution either, but
I don't think he's the problem, no.
I like him this afternoon.
But I do.
The
Really?
lack of defense in Detroit is the problem.
Who do they play?
They play the
Green Bay.
Packers.
Oh yeah, they're gonna beat the Packers.
Oh,
It is a toss-up, I think. 38-31.
You said they were America's team now?
Yeah, they were
Who
on
said
Hard
that?
Knocks, of course.
Oh, yeah.
It might be Detroit's team. That's about it.
Yeah,
Well.
maybe. And that's if they even
If
claim
they're
them.
even that.
If Detroit's even like, oh, we don't know those guys. Wow, Green Bay Packers team
Goff
mail.
walked in to get his car fixed. Would they know who he was?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Green Bay Packers team melt is up 21% for some reason, up to 120 again.
Dang, big money.
Jamar Chase. Someone must have bought a Jamar Chase Lego because that thing popped off like 60% in the last 7 days. Up
Was
to
that you?
$6,000
Was
again.
that you, Phoenix?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Well, okay.
Well,
What else is up right now?
not
Tyreek
much.
Hill, big deal. Did anyone see that? JT base, Jonathan Taylor. Did anyone see its price?
Are you talking about the common?
Yeah, the
I don't-
Jonathan Taylor comment.
After I bought all those, I don't want to know.
Do you want to know?
I saw it. It hit single digits.
$7.
Yikes.
$7
I gotta go buy some of those right now.
for the supposed best running back.
Number 1 overall fantasy pick.
And he just
There's
got
there's a lot of good burn fodder out there too right now. There's Zacchaeus, Butler, Hollins, Lynch, Minshew, Peterson, and Iodonis are all $4.
Zacchaeus is Atlanta's number 1 receiver, I think.
Well, he's number 1 at $4. Oh, someone bought it. It's $5. Those $4. So I mean that is a good sign. No one's really letting the floors dip below $5 because as soon as they do, they get bought up. I mean, I buy them up when I see $4 just because they're like, why not burn $20 instead of $25? Or you know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah, definitely.
you have to buy those $4 moments.
So what happens when you don't have playbook to burn for next week? See what happens.
You still
there.
buy them for next week. You still buy them for the week after.
I'm sure there's gonna be-
You think they're gonna hit 3?
I don't know. I hope not, but
I would doubt it. But that's just
it really all depends on what they do for us next week. Like with that quote unquote bye week, do they just let us marinate in our own juices and continue to bottom out, or are they gonna give us something to do?
Well, I don't know. Looking at our collection, so my collection is up 0.69% right now. Okay, so it's been in a hard decline of like, I don't know, 5%, 5 to 4% over the last, let's see, 3 days. So I went back 7 days and it's down $4,000. So with the news of them skipping out on a playbook, let's hope and pray that maybe we're going to stop that decline. Because, I mean, as Phoenix and I have talked, and we've all talked about it so much, playbook is the reason that these prices are dropping. It's as clear as day. That playbook is ruining the platform. But I posted something to you guys the other day, yesterday probably, about how Roham wants to keep it as a collectible, but at the same time add in that gamification. So I think that the playbook was just an initial push towards gamification when everyone thought it was just going to be a collectible. But that doesn't mean that like it was the right decision. So maybe they'll put a pause on playbook and we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll rework it. The best thing for everybody possible would be if Legos were involved and rares and commons. But we all know like how hard that is to do. Yeah, and I think that, well, it's just, I think that we all want our account values to go up, which is great. I mean, all of us do. But they're looking at like, you know, a 5 and 10 year timeline. They're not looking at right now. They literally do not care if our account values go to 0 for right now. And if you held for 5 or 10 years, they're probably thinking that, you know, you're going to gain it all back.
The problem is, though,
that doesn't work if people don't stick around.
I'm going to stick around. I'm not going to sell for that much of a loss.
Yeah, but
I'm down 20 grand.
I think that Dapper proved, especially with the announcements of the last week, that they're also in, you know, dire, you know,
financial trouble.
Yeah, and they did everything
financial trouble
to get some
market
capital.
Financial trouble is more than likely a strong word. It's more like they want to downsize so that they're not spending money on useless employees. I mean, you're an internet-based company. Yeah. You don't need that many people, especially. Who was it? Someone made a comment, and it might have been someone in the Discord or whatever, that they obviously didn't fire the person who was creating the moments or picking the moments.
Yeah.
Who was that? That was hilarious. Did you see that?
I did, yeah.
Because there's some interesting things going on with those moment selections, but still, I thought that was hilarious.
Well, another Adams.
Yeah, another yeah. That's the
last thing we needed was another Adams.
I think they have a checklist that they need to check off for the NFLPA in terms of certain players or something.
That's possible, yeah.
That's possible. Plus, you know, we've talked about it before. Players on new teams needing to get moments.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's, I mean, I don't want a player that's on a different team unless it's a historical. Like, give me a Brady, you know, Pats jersey all day, but I don't know.
Going back to what you were talking about earlier, I was thinking about the off week a little bit, and the problem that they've created, the monster that they've created, is back when playbook didn't exist. I'm just looking at let me just look at my collection. I had it up 2 seconds ago. The playbook didn't exist. We were buying moments. I was looking at Jonathan Taylor is a good example. I bought 2 at $9 last week. He's down to $7, but before playbook existed, or right when it came out, I bought one for $30, and that was low, right? We were like, or it was $29, I think. The monster they've created is going into this off week. People are going to dump everything at such low prices because they're like, oh, playbook's the only reason that things are needed value-wise. So there's not a playbook. So now everything isn't worth anything. Mm-hmm. And that whole idea is absolutely insane because
it goes against collecting completely.
Yeah, before we had playbook, I mean, here, we're back to my wallet right now. I bought Josh Allen 103 for his debut. It's 40. Jamar Chase, I bought at 68, which was an absolute steal then. It's 30. I mean, Chase was going for like 150 on his triple badge at one point. I mean, it's just insane to see these moments. I bought Derrick Henry at 27, which, okay, it's still fine. It's 20. I mean, not fine, but that's not that much of a loss.
So, and then look at that difference, though. I mean, do you really think that Derrick Henry is that much better than Jonathan Taylor? But Jonathan Taylor's hurt, so he
Well,
tanked.
it is the
He's
Henry
not usable in playbook. That's
it's the Henry. It's the Henry debut,
right.
though. I mean, no, he's not better, but exactly, like that's my whole point. Is if he's hurt, he can't be put in the playbook. He's out. Not
Right.
it's a Jonathan Taylor moment, and he's amazing, so it should be worth money.
Right.
Well, I was making
They missed a layer there with they skipped over from the collector point of view and went straight to gamification, whereas they should have had the collectors. You have your team sets, your geez, I just blanked on what it is, like your actual sets, and then on top of that, so you got your rewards for that, and then now you got playbook on top of that as like the bonus, where your collection is paying a dividend of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just being
give me the top shot idea of we have a pack drop. Hypothetically, we have a pack drop next Tuesday. All right, everyone can buy that pack for $49. They wait in queue, blah blah blah. If you have the base set, you get an extra pack. If you have rare sets, you get an extra pack on top of those. Like, give us a layer for collecting where you're earning rewards outside of playbook, and these prices skyrocket.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody is collecting. And I was saying this before we got on here. I'm looking at people in chat talk, and looking at then I'm looking at their account because everything's transparent. And they're dropping over a month 20, 30, 40, 50 moments of guys that maybe need it in the next week's playbook challenge to chase something in this challenge, and they're chasing something that they have a 2%, 4%, 6% chance of that moment actually hitting, and they're specking. But we're like, the collector base is what's tanking this market completely. I'm definitely not gonna say Dapper's done a great job, because they haven't. But also, it's the collector base that keeps on dropping the fair market value of all these moments. You list at $4, it's a $4 moment. You list at $10, it's a $10 moment. You list at $500, it's a $500 moment. But it's like we'll drop 25 moments and sell them for 20% less than fair market value to go buy the 2 or 3 rares you want to spec for this week, and then if they don't hit, you're dropping them again for lower prices. It's ridiculous. I mean, when are we going to realize that we're the ones that we dictate the market and what the moments are worth?
It's crazy. Exactly my point. I took a shot on this at one Sunday show, was exactly that. You set the price, and I just stopped on another one that bummed me out. So Pitts, I bought for $37. $37. I waited for it to drop to 37, and then 2 weeks later, I bought another one for $7.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the difference in those is exactly what Phoenix is saying. Someone listed one for 37, which was the lowest one at the moment, and then somehow enough people listed them to go down to $7. Just don't do that.
Follow the leader. Everybody's like, follow the leader.
It's not hard.
It's undercut city. It's
like,
it's terrible.
I don't care how low it goes.
They're like price terrorists.
If somebody pulls what is on the market as a $4 or $5 common out of a $59 pack, they automatically list it for $5 and just add to the mess. It's comical to watch.
Yeah. So,
what is that though? What is that? Why? Is it just pure gambling? Is that what it is? It's like you're just taking a shot at a Lego, and then if you don't get it, you're dumping.
You know what? If you're committed to AD, stay in AD. Stop going over to So Rare and checking this out and pulling out $500 here or
what's up with that?
there.
So Rare is dumb.
But that's what people are doing though. They're taking their money out of
Especially,
AD and then sticking in this and trying to grab this, and then when they don't grab this, they bring it back into this. But by pulling it out of all these platforms, what they're doing is they're literally going around tanking every single platform known to man, and then blaming everybody else for it when they're the ones that are doing it, and everybody's following their lead. I mean, you know what? Have a backbone, stay in something, support something, and you know what? Guess what? Look at the long term.
So this isn't possible. This isn't possible. But Blaze made a great point. Okay, he said all he put in a comment or whatever it was on Discord. I forget where I saw it, but it said hashtag delist. If you're watching this and doesn't know what that means, now this is hypothetical. It's not technically possible because we can't reach every person with every account to tell them take every moment off the marketplace. If you could do that, if you could reset and all the moments go back into a wallet and come off the marketplace, then you could go and say, hey, what is this moment worth? What do we think this moment's worth compared to the other moments? There's still going to be $4 or there's going to be $5 moments because there's people on a scale of 5 to 100 that are at 5. Okay, that's fine. We know that. But like Michael Thomas's debut, I don't care if he doesn't play. I don't care what the story is. It's worth more than $5. Okay, that's a good one, right? So you take every moment off. You order them in how good the player is, how relevant the player is, and you relisted for that price. So your Jamar Chase would go back to 100 and never go below that. It's not difficult.
One of the top receivers in football.
Absolutely.
Then he should be worth the top value of the top echelon of players.
Yeah, and you can, if you delist, you can reset that value, right? So you can say the best common receiver, which I would guess is the Jamar Chase triple badge. It's probably the best common receiver moment. It should be, at the highest it could be, which I would say back to like the 120, 100 range. And then nothing should be above that, and nothing should be way below that. And it's simple. I mean, people just, like you said, they see it's at 6 and they're like, in order to sell mine, I have to put it at 5. Mm-hmm. And then it just goes down. And the next person says, in order to sell mine,
really need that $5? Like, do you really?
Or not even that, but
like all the people sitting at 6 through 10 through 20, like their moment's never going to sell. So, but if you're truly committed to AD and not just like flipping or whatever, you remove that, and maybe in 3 weeks, you actually have an opportunity to list it for that price that you originally had it listed for. Right now, people just have huge walls to make it through where it's not going to happen because there's not that number of buyers. But if everyone, oh, well, I forgot I listed this, Austin Eckler for $27 when he was pumping. You remove that off of there. Now that little bit of wall is gone. Yeah.
It's just crazy that people are chasing that extra dollar instead of just saying this isn't right. This moment isn't worth this. Like it's crazy to me. So everyone do this every moment you have. And
so there's an interesting thing. So when we first started this, I mean, this is like a long time ago, whatever it was in March. That's when I first got in, or no, maybe it was earlier than that. But we all had discussions about like, oh, well, we're going to make these things worth so much money and we're going to hold them, and we were treating them like an asset. And now they're not being treated like an asset. Now they're being treated like a trading card, which is a bad thing.
That's dapper.
Yes. So where I'm going with that is
it's not
dapper needs to come out though and say, if you do this, you will be rewarded in this way. Otherwise, no one's going to do it. Or we can talk about it all day. That's what I'm saying. We can talk about it all day. But as soon as the company that creates the platform says
it's a program.
It's a program, yeah. It creates it, says now the only thing that you need to do is hold these moments for 24 hours essentially to complete a challenge, then that's what everyone's going to do. It's plain and simple.
You know what? You could just lock the moments in before
You can, but they're not there yet.
I've been toying with it. I've been doing the math with that, and why doesn't that make sense? Say,
it totally makes sense. So there's another
lock these in before you have to lock your moments in before the playbook week, and you can't touch them. And those are your moments to go in with. If you need another moment and you need to buy into it, you have to go actually reach into your pocket, go into the market.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. But I'll give you
rewards collectors and gives the collectors a better chance who have put their time, and their sweat into it.
I'll give you one better though. Listen to this. What if you had to lock your sets, right?
Yep.
And you could not sell them. And the only way that you could complete playbook is by using the moments that are locked.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's what I was saying with the locking moments before.
We don't. Yeah. That's the thing is
but then that way you can't sell them. They're just there. You own that base set. And if you want to complete playbook, You have to own that moment, and you cannot get rid of it.
That was my thinking collecting going in here, having all of the commons and the rares to lock down playbook, but
Well, I think, like we said, you
got me
know, you
nowhere.
and I have talked about this before, and that's kind of what we came up with. Like, that's what they should have done for playbook, but
Yeah.
instead they kind of just made it like, oh, well, what did I say? Like, oh, you need to hold it for 24 hours or whatever it
But
is.
you know
And
why?
then once you do that, boom, it's gone.
You know why they did that? I mean, I'm just speculating here on why they did
For
that.
new users, or I don't know.
I mean, just with, I honestly think they were just trying to get as much, you know, capital as they could, working capital, you know, and just that's why we had all
You
the
guys,
drops.
you guys are
They
hold
rode the
on,
market.
hold on. We're still speculating way too much, though. The playbook, what people don't realize is the playbook is fine as it is. It doesn't. Everything is fine as it is. It's not on Dapper. It's not on anyone like that. The playbook is fine, but people are, you know, like look at last week when all the packs were stuffed. Okay, so where was it posted? Hold on, we have announcements, I think, where it shows.
Yes.
How many people? All right, here, just I'll ask you because I don't want to go look for it. How many people completed the? Oh, here it is, right here. 1,700 completed the 1-star, almost 1,800, and then 5-star packs. 1,100 people completed it. That's the whole problem. People are seeing this week.
There's heck of a bottleneck last week, though.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. This week, 300 people completed the first challenge because Dallas Goedert was a bottleneck. It wouldn't be a bottleneck if all the prices weren't so low on the other end. So who cares? I'd be better having 300 people complete every challenge. The playbook is fine. It's the pricing in the playbook. People are like, "Oh my god, I'm not buying a Dallas Goedert for $300. That's crazy. I'm not doing that." Well, what if Jamar Chase was needed and his common was just already 150? So the playbook isn't the issue. It's just the pricing is the issue. Let everything be expensive and let less people get packs. That's fine. Like, I don't understand why people are like, oh, I only expect to spend $20, $30 to complete a challenge. It should never be that way. They should have to pull and work to get these challenges. If you have the chase, you get the challenge. If you don't, you're spending 150. You're not spending 20.
Well, that's when you could do the 2 tiers of the playbook for the new users. You have something for them to grow their collections to get that.
No, I'm saying the playbook should just be, why we do it for new users. We had to buy packs. We had to buy moments off the marketplace, and I'm not bashing new users. That's not my plan here. But I'm saying you don't need to dumb it down or make it easy for anyone. Make the playbook difficult.
That's the rewards, essentially.
Make it where you have to buy packs when they drop to get moments, but those moments you pull, if you pull a Jamar Chase, it's not worth, you know, half of what you paid for your pack. It's worth triple what you paid. Right. So just, and then you can piece together your collection like we did. I mean, I remember my first rare I ever pulled out of a pack was the Buffalo Sack, the Ravens. Okay. I think I sold it for $220 or something at the time. And then I could start piecing together $20 and $30 moments. Now people are pulling rares and selling them for $25 and they can't buy anything with it. So that doesn't work. Their collection is never going to grow and they can't complete these playbook challenges. But it's not on Dapper's end. They did fine. It's just on our end of we plummeted everything. So now nothing's worth anything. So we would have to have a tiered challenge system in order for people to collect, you know, start their collections and all that stuff. No, just go back to how it was. You pull a big rare, now you can buy 15 commons.
Would that have kept everybody? Would that have kept the whales that liquidated in
100%? Yes.
That's my.
What if you just got rid of playbook for the remainder of the season, and people just had to? I mean, like, is gamification
it's too late now?
No, it's not, because what happens if you just stop it? And then people are like, "Oh, there's new moments coming out. There's
challenges,
series.
and
you can do challenges. That's 100% true. You can do challenges, but you could get rid of playbook. Why do you need playbook? What does playbook do for them except
flood the market with moments?
No, except give them their 5% of every transaction that happens every single time. And I hate to say it, but it's true.
I think playbook has done something kind of beautiful in a sense, and maybe this is a hidden hand tactic, but it's dispersed a lot of those stacks throughout the marketplace now. Like you're not seeing a lot of guys holding 100 of one moments. Like just looking
That's
at Jamar
true.
Chase 3 badge, the highest is 35, and then it goes down to 30, 23, 21, and then there's an 18, and then a 15, and a bunch of 10 holders. So
Yeah.
We're seeing low prices, but is that because we're spreading it out more, or
But that's, I mean, I guess that's my point is those, I don't think that was by choice. I think that was those big whales holding, I mean, I remember a guy was holding like 150 Josh Allens at one point. And then as Josh Allen hit, he spread it out and the prices started dropping. But if the prices hadn't already started dropping before and people like those stacks would still be there. I don't think playbook was why those I think the dropping of prices due to playbook is why those spread out.
well, I think it's those stacks getting taken away, and then the people buying from them trying to get rid of the moment that they bought and trying to reclaim some of that cash, right? Just like a typical challenge. But you're seeing that over and over and over every single week for the same players.
Yeah, I mean, I keep bringing it back to, I think playbook's fine. I think
I
it
like
should,
playbook.
instead of
Oh,
1100.
that's funny. We have a split 50-50 thing here. That's
I
cool.
think it needs, like I said, it
I'm
needs to
not
be a
against
layer
playbook.
on top of
Oh,
the
I am.
collectability. It
Also,
can't
well,
be
I'm
just
not 100%
playbook.
against
We
it.
need that
See-
foundation of, hey, this is what you need to do to be successful is you need to collect these sets of various sorts. That's how you're going to get your in real life rewards, that sort of thing. And then on top of that, you're going to have playbook. And that's how you can continue to add to those sets and get your kind of quote unquote free moments by getting those challenges done. And then we need more mint to completion moments where it's not necessarily crafting, but do these challenges, because that's the enticement for the collector is, oh, I have all of locked in, and now they've just released a new locked in moment for series 2, and I get it because I have
You
all of
have
locked
to,
in.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about is Sting. I even think, I know you don't like playbook, but I still don't think. I don't think you mind it as much as you think you do. And why I'll say that is if all the prices were what they were pre-playbook and only 150, maybe 200 people were completing the 5-star pack because the prices the way they were, why would you have a problem with it? You wouldn't. It's not playbook. Playbook isn't the problem. It's what playbook has caused, but it hasn't caused it. It's people playing it that have caused it. It's how they've played it. If, like I said, if they didn't say, oh, I don't need this moment, it's not going to hit in playbook and sold it, that's on them. That's not on playbook. That's their fault. They lowered the price. If the prices were sitting, you said you lost 20K. If the prices were sitting at or above that and playbook existed, you would have no problem with it. It's how people have used it and treated it.
For a bit though, because they have to reward.
They
Somehow.
don't. No, they don't. Not yet. They don't have to
they
do
should.
anything. Well, they should.
Because otherwise,
What-
people are just going to get rid of their collections, and there is not going to be a dapper anymore.
What I'm saying though is before playbook came out, there was no reward of any kind, and the prices were as they were. Now they can release rewards as they go. They can do like Top Shot did, where eventually sets rewarded people.
But you need to incentivize on the other side of the playbook, so people do hold, because there is no incentive for anyone to hold anything at all, and no hope of it at the moment.
But my point was before playbook, there also was no incentive. There was none.
But we also
you're right. I see what you're saying. Okay, so I'm catching up a little bit to what you're saying. And yes, you are right. That is true. So they kind of just like took something that we were doing for funsies, you know what I mean? Just spending money on football cards, essentially. And they gave it a reason to exist, which, yes, I will admit that is a good outcome, right? The thing is, though, is that now that it's been going on for however many, I don't know, weeks, 8-9 weeks, that it's correct that they put a pause on it, and we'll see what they come out with. I mean, they might come back and blow our minds. You don't know. It's on a bye week. Playbook's on a bye week, which means that why would they do that unless they were going to change something, right? They're not just going to come back with the same thing. I don't see that happening. I really
I don't
don't.
either.
No,
I really don't. They're
At this
going to
point,
change
that
something.
can happen.
Yeah. The point is though, is that you are right though. You took something that was just there for fun and you made it like have some value. The problem is that people in like the sphere decided that they were just going to chase all these packs, which I don't even care about the packs. I have the worst pack luck, and you all guys know that. I have the worst pack luck ever. I get like $25 rares out of every playbook, and I might spend, I don't know, 50 to $100 maybe. I did like 1 week, but that was it. For the most part, it was completed. That was one of the things that I get my my new theory from, is because the only reason I was able to do the Thursday night is because I had launch codes done and I already had Dallas Goddard.
That's more.
Had I
Hey, that
not-
even goes more to my point. Is playbook? Quick interruption, but just
No, go
just to
ahead.
throw it out there, is that's even more of my point. And I know it is in a roundabout way, so I'm not giving them full credit. But like you said, we went from absolutely nothing, like,
Mhm.
hey, you're buying these cards because they're cool. You're buying these cards because the moments are cool. You're buying these because of badges. Whatever reason you were buying them for.
Right.
Playbook actually, in a roundabout way, gave you incentive to hold. If you have one of every moment, if you have all the sets, you automatically get 5 packs a week for
Yes.
free.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that not an incentive to hold? Well,
It is.
And it is also slightly an incentive to flip. I see that too. I see like, okay, I don't value the pack as much as I value getting $100 for this $50 moment. Okay, you can do that. But why bottom the price out to where everyone gets in? How does that help you at all? How does it help you to say, there's only this many moments on the platform, so they stay at this price? And I know they're all going to circulate out eventually, but I'm saying like 1,100 people completed 5-star rewards. If I was a person with a big wallet, like a big account, I would be pissed. That's so many people having more rares and like devaluing everything. I would.
Okay, but then
that's
think of it like this.
absurd to
Think
be
of it
that
like
high.
this, though. The next pack drop, they're going to drop like 20,000 packs. So would you rather have 1,000 packs a week for 8 weeks released, or would you have 20,000 packs released on one day?
Well, no, because now it's 1,100 packs released, and that's just 5-star, by the way. It's
No, I know, which is the only one that matters because it's the only one with a rare.
So it's 1,100 packs released plus 20,000 dropped on one day. That's not going away. You're not gonna. So why not limit the
Well,
number?
no, I
of
know, and that's
weekly-
probably why they're doing the buy, is because they want to do a pack drop.
How about implement that?
Yeah, that's probably true.
burn those 4 moments for 3 moments, so anybody can upgrade their collection at any time, but they have to actually do a positive and burn more than they're getting. I mean,
Yeah,
and do that every single week, and have X many packs a week that you dedicate to that. Where say you have those dupes, you want to get rid of those dupes, instead of dropping them on the market and tanking market prices, burn them for.
Well, that's another
thing.
burning is a whole nother fault of the community. I'm blaming I'm more on the community. The community is sucking it up than Dapper right now. Is people are burning rares, and you can go through and see the 1,100 mint count rares having 200-300 burned, and they are lower in value than before that. Why? Why is that a thing?
Look at that
Who
CD
did that?
Lamb. Look at that CD Lamb craft thing. It's
Yeah.
like $80 right now or something like that.
How does that make any sense to anyone? If it's a 1,200 mint count and it's $50, and then it's an 800 mint count and it's 30,
Well,
you don't math right.
No, they
Like,
don't.
that
Well,
is
that's the thing too, though. Is I
terrible.
think that they aren't looking long term, which is, for all intents and purposes, what I believe we are trying to do.
Yeah. Do you even math?
Yeah, like I don't think they do though. So guess what? Look at what happened when Top Shot was first implemented. Like it was a different time, I get it, but all those people got a whole bunch of stuff for pretty cheap, right? And now if they did hold them, then they're worth at least more than they got them for. I think you're seeing something similar here. Like, if you're not buying $4, $5, $6 moments, then you're an idiot. I'm sorry. Like, just buy them
And it
and
goes
don't do anything with them. And
it
don't do
goes-
anything with them.
it
Just
goes
hold
the
them.
other
Just
way.
lock them away.
No,
How much of this is it just the OGs feeling completely burned because people could come in now, they can buy every single rare and common set for a quarter of the price that they had and move on forward and make infinitely more money than anybody who was in here originally. I mean, how many of us feel like we would just like the rug was pulled up from under us and we really just got smacked over the head by Dapper? Because really, in essence, if you want to step out and look at it full perspective, that's exactly what happened. All of us who were in early basically got screwed.
It's not though. I'm going to keep going back to it. All of us were in early, and then all of us that were in early, excluding me, because I'll tell you why in a minute. But all of us that were in early are the ones now selling those moments for half the money. I keep going back to this. Is I bought a Justin Jefferson.
I'm
looking
saying
at it right now.
I'm saying the feeling though, because
It's their fault. I bought a Justin Jefferson for $94. It's $37 right now. $94.
But that's because 250 of them were dropped on the moment on the market by someone that had them all stacked, and he does not have them anymore.
Yeah, but it's his fault.
I wouldn't say it's his. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
just
don't know if you could blame the
reacting,
one
and-
person.
No,
I'm just saying those 250
both
are
ways.
now
It's
there,
half-
and they're
it's half
being
on Dapper, half
circulated.
on.
No, but
user.
It's not
No, but
that
I'm
dude's fault.
No. I didn't mean like specifically that one dude.
Yeah.
I'm saying that dude. Like I said, I bought it at 94, and yeah, maybe they are circulating, but he could have sold his at 94, and the person that bought it could have then sold that one at
Who invented-
94.
who-
Why
who-
drop it? What's the
invented
point of
Playbook?
that?
Dapper. So who initiated the reaction? Dapper.
Playbook is fine though. There's no reason it's not.
But look at the impact of it though, because of our decisions. Yes, the user base's decisions, but you got to put blame on both sides of it though. It's not one way or the other. Yes, I mean I could sit there and say the user base has made some idiotic moves, and you could math and figure that out. And
No, but all right. Here's my rebuttal to that. Is Playbook could have been introduced, and if the user base made the correct decisions, it could have made the moments go up.
yeah,
That's what you're missing. That's why you're blaming Playbook and Dapper for this. But our decision made it do what it did.
it's a combination of both of them. One of them, but you know what? That one's a trigger, and then you have the reaction.
I
The
think it
first
goes
is a-
back to not having that foundation for being like the need to hold on to those moments for, I don't want to say eternity, but like
But
Isn't Playbook the need to
Dapper
hold
got
on
that
though?
away though. Dapper
no,
basically
no,
made
you
it-
need to have that foundation of, this is why you need to have sets. You're gonna get this, whatever that may be. This is why you need to hold that set.
Well, do we
And
see them
then
introduce
from
that
there-
later, and everyone
Yeah.
just buy everything back up, and all the prices skyrocket
I
again?
hope so.
Yes. I mean, how could it not?
You look at
Look-
like things like Justin Herbert. It doesn't take much for him to get back up to 900.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
there's a lot of
8
thin floors
moments.
out. There's a lot of thin floors out there.
Yeah.
There's some
But the
crazy.
second that reason exists, you're gonna see things just explode, because just as much as the ceiling is imaginary, so is the floor.
Okay, so let's do it this way. Say it is Dapper. And I'm not taking all blame off them originally, but say that is the case. They need to just introduce a reason to hold, and all these floors go way up, and everyone's wallet doubles. Why? And don't give me because they're Dapper. What's a real reason why they haven't done that yet?
Because they want to be different from Top Shot.
Yes. They tried so hard to be different from Top Shot and not have what happened at Top Shot that they actually did the same thing over again.
Well, what I'm saying is if it's that simple, right? And even if they don't want to, I mean, I understand that, but I'm saying like if everyone is obviously frustrated that their wallets are dropping, isn't that an easy call for them to just be like, okay, now if you own a set, you get this extra every pack drop or every week or whatever it would be? Isn't that an easy call, or do they have something in mind that we just don't know yet?
I hope it's some sort of collector score that you get based upon holding sets personally, but
Yeah, I mean, how could
I
it
know
not
that's a
be
sensitive
collector
topic.
score? No, there's a collector score coming.
There has to be, because
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen
There
a
should be
project
some
yet
kind
that
of
doesn't have
reward
some sort of score.
that,
Some
you
sort of
know, I know this gating of packs is sensitive, but it doesn't have to be all packs. It should be a collector's
Premium
pack.
packs.
Yeah. If you're a collector and you have this level, and it shouldn't be collect 200 of the same moment, because that was stupid how Top Shot did that. But it should be you
Mhm.
have a set completed. If it's a rare set, you get X amount of points. If it's a legendary set, you get Y amount of points. If it's a common set, you get Z amount of points. And there's no doubling or bonusing or whatever. And then if you have all the sets, it's like basically your score out of whatever those sets add up to. And you can say, well, your collector score is out of 10,000. Anyone above 5,000 gets into this. Legendaries, 75,000 or 7,500, that sort of thing. And it, first of all, gets rid of all the fake accounts out there trying to scam packs, right?
I knew I should have started Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, Mixon just had a good
Yeah, I saw
reception
that.
too.
Cordell Patterson already scored.
Let's switch gears. Well, who did y'all start in Rumble?
I
You want to
played
go
it
around
safe with
the horn?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Phoenix, who
Start
do
it
you
off,
got?
Shane.
Oh,
What'd you say?
Blaze, start it.
I played it relatively safe. I went with a couple guys that had already played. Just let me pull out my team. I got Mahomes, and oh my god, my internet's taking forever to get up.
It's not you. Rumble's down.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, I thought I forgot
Well-
to put my lineup in.
Never mind. No switching gears. Back to. No, I'm just kidding.
well, here. So I got Mahomes, Eckler, Kamara, Cup, Hill, Goddard. I doubled down on the tight end with Kelsey, and then New England defense.
Your team is so close to mine.
You doubled down on tight end this week.
I mean,
Yeah.
Goddard at 30 and Kelsey at like guaranteed 25 is probably not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I took a very similar lineup though. I took I can't see it, but I think I can remember. We have Mahomes as well. I took Eckler. I took Kamara. I just like what Kamara is doing. He's being used a ton all over the place, so we'll see how that goes. I took
Now that
Jacobs.
TMZ released that video, he may not be there much longer.
Hey, he's here this week though, and that's all that matters to me.
What happened? Excuse me.
I think it was TMZ or somebody released that video of.
Wait, that's already been out.
Of who?
Eckler or Kamara in
Kamara.
that
Re-released or whatever.
that Las Vegas fight that he was in.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that because his trial's coming up soon? So they probably just want to bring more attention to it.
Probably.
I took, let's see, it was Kamara, Eckler, Jacobs on a bounce back week. I think he'll do well against Jacksonville. I feel like they're just going to run the ball a ton. I usually put Henry in that spot, but I don't feel like he will get to run the ball a ton. So we will see. I took Kelsey as well. I took the Buffalo D against the Jets. I don't think the Jets are good without all their players. So we'll see how that goes. And then
Wilson's a horrible, horrible quarterback.
Yeah, pretty bad. He's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then I took Cup and Jefferson.
Nice.
Jefferson disappointed me last week, but I think he will be fine. I think he's all right at football still, if I remember correctly. So we'll see how that goes. And now we will watch all the people get the points.
Yeah, this Jacksonville Vegas game is weird. It's like both of the offenses are so bad that it's making the defenses look really good. I don't know if you've been watching it at all, but like Carr and Josh Jacobs and Adams just now, and they're all just so bad that it's just like punt, turnover, punt. Oh God. I mean, I know it's only like 4 minutes in, but still it's just going to be a disgusting game.
Kirk Cousins already at 67 yards. Could be a
Yeah.
bottleneck for the afternoon game.
For a rare or what?
Yeah, he has
No
he has rares on.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Justin Jefferson started him 4 receptions, 48 yards with a touchdown already.
All right.
Not a bad choice. It's not looking like.
I don't think I started him.
I started them.
I don't know who I started because I can't get in here either. So
By the way, Brian Robinson's getting so many carries for Washington after coming back from a gunshot wound that it's crazy. They crazy.
Psych. Never mind. I'm in 37th place right now in Rumble.
Oh, you got in nice.
Yeah. So let's go. Josh
Oh,
Allen,
Oh,
Aaron
because you
Jones.
took a bunch of Philly players. Oh, you took Goddard, right?
Josh
I
Allen,
don't have
Aaron
Goddard.
Jones, Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, Dallas Goddard as my hero, Austin Eckler, and Philly defense.
I can't.
I did take Justin Jefferson, and he's already got 14.8 points. That's nice. Stephon Diggs already has 5.2. Josh Allen has nothing yet, but that's still
that's
really
my
early.
main. That's my main problem, right? Is I think on both sides, I think, man, I'm not going to buy a Goddard for 300 because he bottlenecks a challenge and all this stuff. But like going back to what we were talking about earlier, without getting back into what we were talking about earlier, if players like Chase were still at 150, that wouldn't seem crazy, right? Because it's a rare of a player that doesn't have a common that you need for a challenge. But with people like Chase being at 30, 300 seems wild. Right.
Well, Chase also has like 16 moments, so it's hard to use him as an example.
Triple badge debut though for $30.
Yeah, but like,
come on now.
Until that debuts are actually worth something, though.
I'm really sorry to say this, but the Bengals were a fluke last year. They're not going to make the playoffs. They are definitely, I mean, even if they make the playoffs, they're not making the championship game. They're just garbage. They suck. And you saw what it's like without Chase. So for Chase to be that low,
Chase is hurt this week still, isn't he?
Yeah. He's out. So that's another reason, Roy, why his moment is so low, though. Like we discuss all the time, if you're hurt, you're done. For this platform, if you're hurt, you're done.
I guess so, I will give that my one critique about Dapper using playbook as the only source of reason is that problem arises.
Yes,
is if it's a set and you have to hold a set to get a reward, it wouldn't matter if they were hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So that does make sense on that end. Don't act like you were like, I do that. Come on.
That was my idea.
That's what I've been saying the whole entire time, though. You need to reward both ends. If you don't reward both ends, then nothing. I've been saying this since week 1.
No, once we see locking.
Let's rewind and read the comments in the.
No, I understand you said the holder, but
I'm saying a lot of things.
If there's one reason to value holders, I would say that injuries is probably the one I agree with. Yes, I'm down with that. By the way, TJ Hawkinson already has a 20-yard reception too on his new team. That's pretty cool.
They said he was a big part of the game plan.
Oh, he's good. I think he's good.
Oh, big surprise! Las Vegas, second 20.
2 or 3 passes.
Who wasn't it?
All the way.
Someone here was telling me how good Hollins was. Wasn't that someone here?
Mac Hollins.
No. Who? Okay. Who were you guys?
What anybody here?
Who are you guys preaching on for the Vegas
for playbook
for the Vegas tight end or whatever? Who was saying?
Waller.
Waller. Thank you.
Waller's good. I don't care what anyone says. Waller's good. Also, Raheem Mostert already scored a touchdown. Didn't he just get on that team?
And 2 or 3 passes and 70 yards downfield. I mean, Tua picked up where we left off.
I love Tua. I'm so glad I bought his debut.
I'm so glad I bought his moment for $38 and it's $13 now.
Well, I got rid of those 73 of them.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you. Talk about part of the problem. Talk about part of the problem. Why are you buying 73 of anything?
Because it was going to happen sooner or later. It was going to be in one of those challenges.
Yeah.
That's also a good point. I just thought, I know Blaze was talking about it, like all the whales dumping all these big stacks they had and like Phoenix dumping 73 Tuas onto the market I feel like in a way, I'm not saying the value of your wallet now is what it should be by any means. I definitely think it will go higher with more stuff implemented, but I feel like in a way wallets were inflated to start because of people specking on things like that.
Yeah, of course they were.
Like, I feel like everyone's like, my wallet's down 50%. It's like, yeah, but you had people knowing that they were going to be able to dump humongous stacks at one point. So yeah, your wallets are down because
You know what though?
Well, we expected a lot bigger collector base though too, because
That's
that
true.
that was the reason why
Wouldn't that solve the
everybody
overall
did it,
problem?
because that would have been supply and demand. And yes, that's another thing.
If they overnight had 10 times the amount of people on the platform, wouldn't the
Problem
moments
solved.
just go up?
It's a moot point. We're all happy again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll happen one day.
That's the number one fix. If you want a cure all that's going to get rid of 80% of the issues, it's get more people in here.
How many active users are there right now? Like, would you estimate? Not to this. I know you can't get to the one, but I mean, how
I
many
think
would you say?
34,000 people have
30,000.
entered playbook last week.
So, if there's 10,000 mint of some, and you need one of every player, hypothetically, right, to be able to do everything you want to do, and there's 34,000 people fighting over those. There's more than 34,000 of some player. So as soon as you double or triple that, and it becomes where you just can't get certain players unless you buy it at a certain price, I think that, the problem just fixes itself.
It does.
You know, there's literally 82,394 accounts in all day.
Well, profit
It's just
fixes
that
everything.
it's just that 34 or so are only active.
Well,
so
that's
what
a fair,
happens?
That's fair.
So what happens though? Like if even half of those come up, right? You go from 30 to 60. You don't even have to get all 82,000 involved again. But there are 82,000 accounts. So someone at some point was like, "Hey, this is cool," and made an account. And you have some duplicates. Like, let's not lie. But
I'd say the number's like 70,000 realistically.
Yeah. So like, what if we even doubled? I mean, that solves your problem.
Yeah.
Even if your user base, your active user base, let's rephrase that, went up 2 times, that would solve so many problems.
I mean,
and I want to go back to what I want to go back.
5,978 users got the graphite trophy, which is 15 yards.
How many?
5,978.
So that's only 5,000 active users. Like, let's just.
Yeah,
now,
like if you double that though, and people need to that's still a solid number with the mint count. Like,
I mean, if you go,
for sure, with the mint count, it's totally fine. But to your guys' point, when you were talking about like stacking, we're literally back in like the lowest point for this platform. And if you go and look at I don't know. I mean, Drew Lock is out. He's never going to be a starting quarterback again, I don't think. But find somebody else. Like, this is what we should be doing. This is what we should be doing on this podcast, is specking stuff like this, because we're at the lowest point we've been at, I think, since the implementation of this platform. There are opportunities out there to make money. There just is. If you look at it, like, I don't know, Zach Wilson triple badge is
one of them.
Yes, Zach Wilson triple badge. Like, maybe he sucks right now, but it's his second year. He could be in a sophomore slump. In 2 years, you don't know what he's going to be like. And his 3 badge is $10.
What's it take for us to do that though? Because most of us are having what we're going to put in. It's going to take. It's going to take breaking up that, and now if they come back and reward those, people kicking themselves because now they're rewarding collectors and.
Well, I'm not saying go crazy and buy 73 of them and sell something you want to hold. I would not sell. I'm not selling anything. I'm just saying
I haven't sold anything for so long.
I'm just saying in terms of like what you're looking at buying, like, don't be stupid. You know what I mean? Like, buy a triple badge. They will at some point have to reward badges. What?
Aaron Adams.
Well,
so here's all right. So by the way,
don't talk to me about Carr and Adams.
Does Tyler Allegier have a moment? Allegier?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
He's at 50 yards on 2 carries. So pick that up. But anyway, you heard it here first.
I think pick that up.
You heard it here first.
Pretty sure I have it, but
I'm gonna buy it right now if I don't have one.
How do you spell his name?
I do not have one.
Just type in ALLG and it should come up. It's the only one. But so another thing, let me see
Whew,
He's
thank
at
God I have
10
it. Okay.
triple badge. He's at $10 right now. I'm gonna buy one.
Oh, that's funny. OTM has him at 7, but if you go, it's 10 probably, right?
Anybody look at the market
Well,
cap lately?
It's
Because
already
everyone just started
spiking.
buying.
It's already
Yeah.
spiking. Yeah.
Well, good thing I already have it.
So one thing real quick is if you had to guess, here's my point with the user base being low. Okay, so if you had to guess Jamar Chase triple badges, and this is you'll see where I'm going with this. How many without looking are there listed on the market right now to buy?
5,000.
Probably around 200.
It should be around 200, right? And that would be where people are trying to sell to make a decent amount of money off of it. There's 450 of them listed.
That's
Well,
yeah.
If you
half
double or
of those-
triple the user base and people see there's a Jamar Chase triple badge and that number goes down to 100, it's triple the value immediately. There's no like question there, and that's what's crazy is like that's the root of all the problem. If
I think it was only like 30 buys to get up to 60 when I was
Yeah.
looking at it.
imagine
not
that if you had if
a
there's
sneeze
400
away.
if there's 440 right now for sale and it's only 30 of those to double, imagine if there's only 100 of them. Like it would be $200 to buy one of them, and that's the whole problem. Is if you had, like Phoenix was saying, you make that user base 5,000 that's active and goes to 20,000 that's active, it would be absurd how much money everything
Right
would be
now, to
worth.
get us in a good spot, though, if it even went up 50%, if we can get,
That's what I'm saying. Get it back to 70 to start.
I
If you
mean,
get
that-
it to 70 and then other moments, and that's the thing is, it would just take one. If it got to 70 and there was that gap of Jamar Chase is 70 and Justin Jefferson is 30, people would be like, whoa, hold on. And Jefferson would then be worth 70 because everyone would just follow suit. They can't leave gaps like that in the market. There's no way. I mean, I just bought a Tyler Algier for fucking $10. I hate it.
and you could have had a 3-digit 300 for 13.
I don't.
Devontae Adams is at 88 yards if you don't have him. Also, just
Oh
FYI.
my God.
Oh
This is
yeah, you're right. You're gonna need him, huh? Because he has a touchdown. I bet you he's gonna.
You
I
just
hate
need him
that
for the
guy.
receiver over 100 yards, right?
I hate him.
One moment of every wide
Of
receiver.
every receiver.
Well, I'm already out on playbook this week again, so I'm going to be selling some stuff, I'm sure.
Damn it.
Well, here's a question: Does Pierce and
You just made me
139
so
hold up?
mad.
Pierce is
Oh.
not included in this one, but Delvin Cook could hit, but he's sitting at 14 yards right now.
No, I mean like for the end of the week though. Does Pierce hold up for end of week?
Oh, yeah, I hope not.
Wait,
Hopefully
what
Tyler
is it?
Algier knocks him out right now.
139 is
What is it? The highest rushing number one? Does it have to be the highest
Yeah.
one?
yeah, it's the highest rushing.
Yeah, it has to be
Oh.
number one. Yeah.
Someone will beat 139. That's not a problem.
And I just checked in my
Plays.
Algiers or whatever. I have 2 of them, thank God.
Plays. Can it be any Devontae?
Yeah.
Yes. I have the rookie one.
Well, I still need to do opening acts, complete opening acts, so I'm just gonna buy that one.
Okay, so here's another thing let's talk about. How do we solve the problem of playbook doing exactly that? Your question just now was, how does it need to be any Devontae? So cool, it can be. So what happens to the people holding a rare or Lego? I don't know. I'm not specifically saying his because I don't know if he has a rare Lego. So I'm not
Who's-
worried.
Okay,
Devontae?
go ahead. Mhm.
So like
oh man, that's
the
same
value
floor.
of those, the value of those will
240,
never move.
44, and then
The
50.
value of those will never move on this challenge, right? Because you could just buy the common. So is there a way to fix that problem?
Well, I would say that with the Adams, you're about to see the rare move because the common is about to become just as expensive as the lowest
Yes.
rare.
I just got a common for 40. I got the opening acts
Yeah,
for 40.
The Series 2 is sitting
Is
at like
55.
44. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's a 55 though. That's why
No,
I
I
went.
was
So
looking
that's
at
why I
OTM, yeah.
asked. Yeah, that's why I asked because I went to go buy it just because I do like him in the Raiders jersey. We've talked about this a million times. I don't like buying players that are not, but to that, there's an exception, and if it's a historical, it makes sense. So his historical opening acts is like the perfect buy.
Yeah, it's
I
his
think.
rookie year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
his rookie year. Yeah, no, that's the only one worth having for him, in
So
my
do you
opinion.
do you still make moves like I'm probably going to, where when he hits, you sell his historical, wait till the challenge is over, and then buy his rare with the profits?
I've
'Cause
got
it's-
his historical on lock waiting to sell for sure.
Mhm.
and then
The
I've got
other
his
one that
Showtime. I love that strategy though. That's usually what I try to do with my profits is buy a rare with it and then
yeah.
rebuy
So
the moment I sold.
when Cordell Patterson hit week 2, I think he hit a challenge. His common shot up to 50 or close to it. It wasn't 50, probably it was like $40. I sold one, and then the next day bought his rare at 32. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, that's a good strategy for sure because you're
'cause-
getting something that's more
Well,
that
and
has less circulation.
Well, not only that, but my theory is they can always say, you know, in this challenge you have to have a rare of this player. They're never going to say you have to have a common. It's always going to be you have
No,
to
because it'll just be assumed that you could have a common. They'll just say
exactly.
you
So
have a
why
rare-
not
or you
pick the
have a
rare
rare.
up of the same player if you buy it cheaper? It
Yeah.
like
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean. You have a better possibility at that point.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All
There's
right. Now we're on to the part of the show where we watch football with you. Las Vegas scored. Was that Adams?
Yeah.
Yep, Carr to Adams.
Mm.
That greatest, duo in history of the NFL.
What?
I guess.
Stupid.
Well, this is working out in my
Maybe
favor.
Fresno.
Oh my god.
This is working out in my favor because I said I'm putting in Josh Jacobs because he's going to get to run the ball a lot. So if Adams scores, if he gets 180 yards and scores 3 times, it's going to be the Josh Jacobs show, and I'm all
that's
about
true.
that.
I
So,
just have to interrupt 1 second and say this is the first time I've ever been so high in Rumble. I'm number 25. I can't believe it.
how much money does it say you're winning right now?
$50.
Nice.
Totally worth it. All these months of grinding, totally worth it.
Well, I had the first
can
week when I
never
got the
Rumble
$30, and I
below
haven't been able to get money since. I've been just out of it.
Let's look at. Okay, so Aaron Rodgers just threw an interception. Good for him. The Bills are only up by 7.
Wait, have the Bills given up any points yet? No. Yes.
No.
Oh, they're about. Zach Wilson is leading the charge, though.
Zach Wilson, man.
Dude, Garrett
You know
Wilson,
what?
Garrett Wilson's good. No one remembers that.
Did I just say that Zach Wilson's triple badge is at $10? I'm gonna buy one. I don't care what anyone says. It's worth it. Triple badge, quarterback, $10. I mean, I only have one.
Wait, I'll buy one with you. Hold on.
I just bought the $10 one. If it goes through, it goes 10, 11, then 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. And
Wait,
I
there's
just
only
like,
one at 10 and one at 11.
yep.
All right, well, I'm snagging the 11.
I just think it's so silly when triple badge QBs, like, I mean, I get it, like we talked about, and he was injured. His moment went from like $30 to 10. I mean, that's crazy. But at the same time, he is playing again. And yeah, the Jets suck. And yeah, he's having a sophomore slump, but you don't know what he's going to do in like 2 years. And that's like my plan is to hold this stuff for, 5 years at least.
Did you
I'm
get your
not
10?
stuck. Yeah.
Well, I got my 11. The floor is now 12. Good job, boys.
That a boy.
We did it.
Making moves.
Is that Algier?
No, oh, Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
He's at
triple
12.
badge.
He's at 12 now. We instantly made money.
Yes. That's how we roll. You know what is
To
his
everyone
locked
watching,
in
to everyone
ID?
watching, we're not here to lose money. So
Yeah.
if you just do whatever we do, we'll all gain money. If you buy a Zach Wilson right now at 12, he will then be 13. And you will gain money.
Math.
It's pretty
The
simple.
undercut is $8 by the end of the day.
I know, right? No, that's not
Joe
true though. If he
Mixon's
gets
having a
100, what
day.
is it? What
How
is it?
come
It's
I
like
can't get
they need
Rumble to
100
refresh?
and
No, it's 300.
170. Oh, it's 300 yards.
Yeah, not back to my original point though. If you buy it at 12 and then don't list it under that, then
Yeah,
it stays at 12.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's not the hardest thing.
Jeez, I'm
Is
so
anybody else's
glad.
Rumble not
Hey,
working?
did anyone
It's not working
listen
for
to
me.
me? Did anyone listen to me and take Atlanta over the Chargers, or did you all go Chargers because you just think Justin Herbert's so great? Who listened to me?
I forgot to set my pick, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Wait, can I still do it? That seems unfair.
No.
Okay.
Atlanta 10, Chargers 0. End of the first.
Oh, stop it.
Austin Eckler 0.3 points. That was a mistake.
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
hurt
Austin.
me.
I hate Austin Eckler so much. He's like 250 yards or out.
Wait, how many yards does he have right now?
Well, he doesn't,
doesn't
rush
even have
for-
any. He's
he
got
doesn't-
0.3.
He doesn't rush for anything though. He gets like 12 receptions for like 80 yards every week.
Yeah, if he even gets looked at. Justin Herbert is the worst quarterback in the league.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I had to
Whoa.
say. He's probably like the 15th best quarterback in the league.
I'd go top. He's top 10.
He's not.
For-
No.
yeah, for sure.
Go look at. Nope.
Name 10 quarterbacks not winning record that are as good as Justin Herbert.
Hold on.
I mean, the top like 5 will be easy, I'm sure. But because if you go by how they're doing this
Things
year,
listed, it'd be like
Zach
Murray,
Wilson just got
Tua.
injured.
fantastic.
Zach Wilson hand injury.
Are you serious?
Yep, he's down.
Wow, that's funny.
$8 moment coming
Oh,
soon.
it's his leg.
$8
It's his
coming
leg
soon.
ankle.
You
know
heard
what's
it.
funny?
You
is
heard
if
it
you
here
get-
first. Everyone sell your Zach Wilson moment.
See, that's how stupid this spec game is. Like it's like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. And so, like now, everything that we just talked about 10 minutes ago is completely false because guess what? If he injured the same leg, he's done.
Wait a
He'll
minute.
never
It
play.
looked like his ankle.
We
Someone just-
don't only say it; we show you examples of how it works.
Of how it's horrible to do this.
All right, I want you guys to listen to this. By the way, someone just listed, so it brought my attention to it. The Dallas Cowboys melt the Series 2. Someone just listed it for $35. By the way, the rare. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them, and then it's 105.
It's not bad.
I mean, how like what I
New-
don't
new-
see.
new user base. You get a few thousand more people in here
Yeah,
buying. You
well,
get-
no, what I'm seeing is if 13 people were willing to spend $89 and under right now, and then it goes 3 more of those to 150, and then that's all of them on the market. That's all of them.
And it's
And-
not like
we're
they're
gonna
bad
get
right
more
now.
dropping next week.
Yeah, but I'm saying imagine if every one of these got bought and then they got dropped and the floor was whatever you wanted it to be. That's how all of these need to be. If you just delist and buy up, like by the way, the one guy is selling the top 2. But if you delist, this goes back to our like delisting idea. If you take all these off or buy them all, then the next one that comes out, you put it there for 200 and someone needs that specific moment in a challenge, it will sell for 200. That is just how it works. Like, I don't know why people are like, you know what's better than 39? 35. Like, I don't get that. It's psychotic to me. People are going to understand eventually, or they won't, and they'll all get out of the platform, and then the people who do understand will be left. And that's what's going to happen. Justin Fields is going off, by the way. Chase Claypool already has 2 catches.
versus my Dolphins.
He's 7 for 10 for 62 yards and 2 rushes for 18 yards already.
That's great. That means more passes for Tua, so Tua is going to get 400 yards. Hey, Aaron Rodgers to Lazard, touchdown. Or he fumbled at the one or the other.
I mean, that's a big difference.
Well, either one of them just happened.
One or the other happened.
As he was reaching over, he lost the ball going over the.
Is Rumble up for anybody else or no?
No, it
Yeah.
hasn't.
Apparently, Sting, look up where I am.
Yes, look up where I am too.
Oh, it just went down. Oh no, it's up.
Mine's
Like-
just spinning over here.
If I had the capital to buy all of
Phoenix,
these,
you're 121.
Points,
No place.
place.
you're not 121 points already, or you just win. There's like that's what would happen.
Blaze, your name never comes up. Like you don't exist in OTM. You know that?
It's an O at the end, not a 0.
Baker
That's not
is
why
at
though.
four for
I,
the second.
even if you type in Blaze, BLA, yeah, you're like you don't exist, man. I'm telling you.
Good. No one can see my L's.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why. I can never see you.
I don't want to
like-
evaluate. I have to use my wallet ID to look at myself up. It won't.
Which is what? Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I don't know. It ends in C14. I know that.
That didn't work.
And my rumble's broken. Whatever. Also, why do people burn just anything? 2 Travis Kelsey's burned. 150 Jamar Chase triple badges are burned.
That's crazy.
I think that
right there.
Jamar Chase would be from packs, so like when they had to burn the packs. But
No, I dropped from 30 to 33. Austin Eckler will literally cost me this.
No, you actually want them to
something.
get down, though, so he can get receptions.
the dump off passes, yeah.
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 You want them to be losing by 20.
First quarter is almost over, and Aaron Rodgers may score, but it's still scoreless.
Hey, they're on the
Jones.
1.
Aaron Jones. Oh, no. He didn't make it.
That was Dylan.
That was Dylan. Yeah. Where's
That's
Aaron
why.
Jones?
That's why he didn't make it.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at
The
that handsome coach.
The Packers suck.
They really do. They're just total garbage. You know what? Which I'm sorry. I don't care if they. I mean, we already know they keep coming out with Aaron Rodgers moments because he has that stupid comment now. But I'm gonna buy more of his rare. I'm gonna get to like 20 of his rare for S1 and just see what happens. The dude's gonna retire this year. You know what I mean? And then once he does,
we all know what happens when that happens.
Yes.
I have a Gronk that I bought for 50.
yeah, well,
Or look at the Ben Roethlisberger Lego that's sitting around $1,000. That was around 4,000, 3,000,
yeah.
2,000, now 1,000.
That's still my biggest.
did anybody hear that rumor about Tom Brady and why he came back to play? Did anyone hear that?
No.
No.
So on McAfee, someone tweeted at them that there's a rumor going around that he decided to come back and play this year because he knew that him and Giselle were getting a divorce. And if he came back and played, he would make $5 million.
Oh, so
But
his
if he-
prenup value went up.
No, but if he were to retire, then he takes that $375 million contract for broadcasting.
That's
so
what I
he
meant.
said,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. So he said, well, why am I going to give you half of $375 million? I'm just going to go back and play one more year and make $5 million. The divorce went through in 2 weeks. Boom, done, over with, because they had prenups and stuff. So they get divorced. Now he can retire, and that whole $375 million is his.
Yeah, exactly. His prenup value, he didn't want it to like go up when he could just pocket it all.
Isn't that amazing, though? It makes total sense because
The GOAT.
he does not care. He does not care this season. He does not care. He's just playing. It makes
He also only
it
has
makes
one
a
interception
lot
this
of
year,
sense.
which is crazy.
Well, I mean, he's still good. It's not like he's not the best player of all time or best quarterback of all time, but it makes sense though. Like it really does. Like if you think about it, it makes sense.
It does make sense. I mean, I like it.
I like it too because there was no reason for him to come back other than that. He has nothing to prove. He knew the team sucked. So
what did we learn with this?
is my man Zach
Everyone's
Wilson
just
out?
thinking,
Is my man Zach Wilson out for the game?
Hashtag
haven't heard
D-Lit.
yet.
Hashtag man up. Get out. Get out
Yeah,
there, brother.
Seriously.
Like, what are you doing?
I know, right? Like his ankle. I mean, he must have like the most dainty ankles ever because he just high ankle sprain.
My favorite.
Jesus.
I'm watching the Chargers game right now, and I am also sad that I took Eckler with you because he comes in, gets a 2-yard run, to the bench he goes. Like that's the
Yeah.
whole game so far.
He's garbage. I
Tyreek
don't know
Hill
why.
touchdown to a.
Oh,
Nice.
come on. I didn't take Hill.
Beautiful.
I didn't take Hill
I
either
think he
because
If he just did a round off and a cartwheel and a backflip all in one.
did he really?
Yep.
Yeah,
Good
he's
for
a
that
stud.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is.
He'd end up breaking his neck.
I really still think I'm gonna pick up that Tua Lego eventually. But after seeing my Lamar Lego just like literally fall 50%, I'm just not buying any Legos right now. It's just too
Well,
heartbreaking.
isn't that the point though? You buy them now, so when they
Yes.
go up,
Mhm.
yeah.
Fourth
Yeah,
and
I
goal,
mean,
Aaron
like I told
Jones.
you, I think me and you talked about this before. I'm literally tempted to buy another cup Lego so that my cost average goes down.
Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers threw an interception on 4th and goal to
Again?
looks like Hutchinson. Yep, Hutchinson.
That's the second one on goal.
Hutchinson at the goal line intercepted him.
You know,
It's
Aaron
like
Rodgers.
It's like he threw it directly to him.
My God.
Oh, that's ugly.
Aaron Rodgers is just a heartbreaker. They just need to run the ball. You know, last week when they started running the ball, they were just like crushing people, just running over people because Aaron Jones is a monster. And then Aaron Rodgers just goes, "Oh, I'm going to try this pass." Interception.
They tried to throw it to an offensive lineman on 4th and goal, and he didn't even get it halfway there. And Hutchinson had to actually was out of the frame, came in, and ran back to get it.
Well, it's
Really?
probably because that offensive lineman is their second best receiver.
Yeah,
It
100%.
looked like Bakari.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's crazy. What the hell are the Packers doing?
It goes a long way to show you what happens when you lose your number one receiver. I mean, I don't know what else to
And he
say
lost.
about it.
We lost Dobbs first play of the game too.
Yeah.
Again, he's lost a receiver. Last week it was Watkins. He lost him.
He's on the phone right now saying, "I quit."
Get somebody out of retirement. Get him down here now.
I guarantee you he picked up the phone to like the booth and he just said, "How strict are they with the trade deadline?" Like,
yeah.
is it set in stone or
Well,
can we
that's
do
another
something?
crazy thing that's been all over is that how did the Packers not do everything they could to make a single trade? Not one trade.
They tried.
They
Yeah,
tried.
they tried
Who
for
did they try?
They had Claypool until the Bears came into play.
Well, they didn't try hard enough then.
and they had Waller.
I mean, if I was a player, I wouldn't want to go to the Packers either, but
They don't get to choose.
I know. But you have an agent that can be like, haven't you ever seen Jerry Maguire? I really want to go here.
All about
Show me the
fun.
money. Show me the money. So another thing too is I know you don't like Darren Waller very much, it seems like anyway.
I have no opinion really.
He would be absurd on the Packers right now.
Really?
I mean, who else would they target? Like we could throw it to Alan Lazard.
Yeah.
Or Darren Waller. Like, I mean, come on. He would have 38 targets a game.
Yeah, Lazard is a really big bust. I think a lot of people expected so much from him just because of his size, but he really did turn out to be garbage.
I think we should put together a Stingray all bust team and see how good that team actually is. Put them in the Madden and see how they compete versus other teams.
I'll play him in Rumble next week.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
So we got Herbert as the quarterback.
No. Wait, so you want my garbage team?
Your garbage team.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Let's do that. Yeah.
Herbert, Lazard. Okay. Who
Herbert,
else?
Lazard,
Waller.
Eckler.
Waller, Eckler.
Eckler.
So far, it sounds like I'm winning any fantasy.
I
league.
know.
Let's see.
Cooper Kupp.
Oh my God.
Adams.
Matthew Stafford.
Wait, we don't need two
No.
quarterbacks.
We already have a quarterback.
Nah, but I think Matthew Stafford is worse.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't yell about him as much.
No,
Yeah, this is who you-
that's
this
true.
is-
Whoever
That's
you get
true.
about more.
But I literally
Give us one more
forget
running back.
Matthew Stafford exists.
More
Give us
running
one more
backs.
running back.
Who does he hate at running back? Let's think.
So you got Herbert, Eckler, Lazard, Kupp, and Waller. So we need another running back and a flex.
That's tough. I don't know. I'm out.
Who do you?
You know what? I truly don't think any running back is good right now. So
we
it
get our
makes it
pick?
hard. No, let me look.
You said Kamara earlier.
I said Kamara. I did. I have said
I'll take
Kamara.
him.
So I think you need to put Kamara in there. And
And then another.
no, it's
receiver
Kamara
running
and
back.
Dalvin Cook. Easy.
God, we have such a good team. We could win Rumble with that lineup.
Yeah, Herbert, Eckler, Kamara, Lazard, Cup, Cook, Waller.
I'll put that lineup in next week just to
Oh,
see.
shit.
I literally put that lineup in. Let's just see what happens. I wish I would have thought of you. Dang, you're like an hour too late. I wish I would have thought of that because I would have done that.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking about it.
I
because
mean,
it's
you
all the
get
people
last
you-
place.
all the
You get
people
last place, but
it's all the people
Eckler to the
who
one.
bitch out.
Yeah,
But-
Eckler's crushing it.
You know
Eckler-
what?
Yeah.
They're the ones who always come back and haunt you. So if you put them all together in one lineup, what will they do?
yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
That'd be
seriously.
crazy.
Hold on. Do they let him score? Eckler to the one, and he has a reception of like 15 yards right before that.
I'm really excited for this
Give it to him.
for this Seattle game, man. I
I
want to
think,
see
I think
Seattle.
the Cardinals are going to go crazy today.
No,
Eckler
you
scored.
did say that. You did say that? Did he really?
Yep.
Good for that dude.
Perfect.
I'm proud of that guy.
I'm
Oh,
proud of-
God.
I'm proud of you, brother. And no, it was a handoff. Okay, I was gonna say, did Herbert just get a pass for that too?
No.
He did hand it off really well, though.
He did. It looked like a
It was
ghost
pretty. It
handoff.
was a pretty handoff.
It was. It was like a misdirection
It was
handoff.
like a 9.5 if we were grading like gymnastics was.
Yeah. And I still dropped to number 73.
And Waller
Jesus.
with the catch and run. Waller just had like a 30-yard catch and run.
You know what?
Everybody you just talked about just hit big.
Well, I mean, lesson learned. Don't hate the people I hate.
Zach
I don't
Wilson.
know.
Zach Wilson has come back and scored 4 touchdowns since we talked last.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins blocked the punt. There we go.
2 is 9 for
Well-
9 with a touchdown and 111 yards.
Good for that, dude. So okay, let's talk about this Tua Lego really quick. Do you have that, Phoenix?
Yes.
What's it at right now?
9 it was bouncing between 900 and 948.
Yeah, it's 900 right now. Well, that's what it says on OTM anyway.
I'm trying to think what the
Wait,
hell
did they
I-
block
Didn't
a
you
did they
didn't you
score
buy
on
it
that
for
block punt?
7?
Yeah, they did.
I don't even know. What did I get it for?
I think you did.
No.
Oh, Adams with a huge bomb. He just hit.
It was around 8.
Oh, good thing
Adams
I
is a
got
lock
Adams.
for. Yeah.
Wait,
No, I got the Pickens I got for the 699.
Did you?
Adams has 7 catches for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Woo! That's awesome. Good for that guy.
Wait,
I mean, it was going to happen. It's just too bad that it had to happen against the Jags. I mean,
and my
Trying to
Josh
get ready to sell by Adams.
and Josh Jacobs has 5 carries for a yard. Yay!
see, I don't know. I kind of stayed away from Josh Jacobs because of the fact that
I could have
If they
just
were
put
gonna
Devontae
win-
Adams there as flex. Why
if
didn't
they're
I do
gonna
that?
win, they have.
Oh
to
my God.
bomb it out.
I'm in the $2,500 spot in DK with Carr and Adams and Jefferson.
Jesus.
And
Sure.
I got
How much has Jefferson got right now? He's doing well. He's still only got 16 points though.
Adams got 34.6 so far.
Did you say only 16 points? It's
Yeah.
not even the middle of the second quarter yet.
I just
Yeah.
thought of that. I forgot I had I put a Carr Adams stack.
I really need Aaron Jones to get the ball more.
Me
Like
too.
Aaron Rodgers, you are not doing anything, so stop trying.
I mean, that's the only downfall with quarterbacks, right? Is if you have a bad one and they're not doing much, that usually means they have to try more, and then
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Like I like the Commander's approach with Taylor Heineke. Just don't let him keep the ball in his hands at all, and then maybe you win. Like if he
Wow.
has to throw it more than 10 times, you lose.
Mm-hmm.
That Devontae Adams Series 2 rare just popped.
To
And
what?
I'm just looking. It's at 99 right now.
Nice. I
What's
should have
the-
bought both.
What's the
And,
common
yeah,
at?
it goes 99, 100, 120. I
Hmm.
wish I didn't sell the one I pulled in the pack, but
Do you have the other one?
I have the other rare still, and I have opening axe.
The
Yeah.
common's only
Hopefully
eight.
open.
The common's only 8 buys away from
48.
60.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping that one pumps a bit more. But I think a lot of people are afraid of the cook effect still.
Mm, I
Oh,
just
Okay.
what's he done? Has he done anything yet?
Who?
He was at 14 yards when I last
It's at
checked.
20,
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, so nothing yet. Hopefully he's not relevant. Hopefully he's not. So this is my other thing that I've been trying to do too, is when a player doesn't hit and they like all start getting tanked, like Dalvin Cook should go down to around 150 again, and then I'll buy him. I won't buy him at 2.
I don't think I'll ever buy one because he'll have a common come out soon.
You think though? Because I mean, he hasn't yet.
I think he gets another rare.
Didn't he have like
Man.
a 80-yard run?
Even another rare would do the same effect, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
It would
You would
limit
think
the
so.
pump for sure, but it's still only 1,000,
Mhm.
1,200 at the most, right?
Yeah.
But I guess it would be a locked-in moment if I was to speculate, which
my
is
OTM, my OT or my
799.
Rumble is still down.
Is it really?
Mine too.
Yeah.
same.
That's weird.
Just only the Rumble, yeah. Everything else is up.
Yeah.
I got into Rumble and now I just keep refreshing and it's working. I just
Yep.
have never closed it.
Devontae's only 5 buys from 60 now. It's moving up.
Opening axe.
Yeah. Should I just list at 60 and if it sells, it sells?
No, because it's going to be needed.
No,
I would
it's-
just
it's
continue
gonna
to
go
wait.
higher.
Yeah, it's going to go to
I
100.
think it-
It might go to 80.
Meanwhile, Marcus Mariota is just getting sacked over and over and over.
They're still winning though.
Yeah, but Herbert's heating up.
That it's because I picked him in my lineup, my garbage lineup. So now the world is spiting me.
So that's what we do on Sundays. Sting tells us that the players that are going to do the worst, and we all pick them, and then we win.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a witch,
Yeah.
but unintentionally.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that, but like Herbert is Herbert a first or a second half quarterback? I mean,
Oh my gosh. Mixon scored another touchdown, and I got him, Jefferson, Adams, and Carr on that same DK thing.
Wow.
weren't you just talking about how people shouldn't switch platforms and
That's not the same.
They
It's not.
should be
I'm not-
loyal.
I don't do the
be
Rainmaker.
loyal to something? And
No, it's totally different.
Totally different.
You don't own anything in DK.
You don't know. No, unless you do the Rainmakers.
okay.
That's not Rainmakers. That's just a regular fantasy.
It's just a normal old fantasy thing.
Yep.
That's one of those fun times too. Like I know you're doing well because of Carr right now, but that's one where you're just like, I don't have enough money for a good quarterback. I have to pick Carr, and then
Yeah,
he just
that's pretty much
Yeah.
what it is.
he just pops off.
I was hoping that he would throw 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of it's just the Dolphins are up 21-10.
Well,
Who's-
Fields with a nice rush.
Do you have to have him if he hits 100 yards too rushing?
If he hits 100 yards rushing, yeah. I don't think it specifies non-QB. Let me look here.
I don't think it does either.
So
Bengals are running all over the Panthers, huh?
Yeah, someone took the Bengals D. Who is that?
Oh, it says every running back with 100 or more rushing yards.
Ah,
So
come on. My Justin Fields is just useless still. My God.
How many have you sold though? Haven't you sold like 3?
No, I haven't sold anything.
You
Uh-huh.
haven't?
No, I'm not. That's like back to my point. I like my Jefferson I was looking at earlier. I bought for 94 and sold for, or it's at 38 right now. How in the hell do I sell that?
Yeah.
I can't. Like, there's literally no way I sell that. just like, oh, I just love throwing money away. Like, no, I
Yeah.
have to hold it.
There was a N'Keal Harry sighting.
N'Keal
Oh, a
Harry.
sighting? I thought you said signing. I was like,
Signing,
did
that's
he
what I
become
thought
a
you
free
said.
agent?
He caught a pass.
Who does he play for?
Bears.
Oh, didn't he play for the Patriots for a minute?
Yeah,
Yeah.
first round draft pick of the Patriots.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought. All right. Well, unless anyone has anything to add.
No, I think we've gone into football ramble time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Seems to be our MO. Like,
But
football's too distracting.
thanks for everyone for tuning in for sure. I think we will be back as always Wednesday at 10 to do our Q&A, answer any questions you may have, yell about whatever you want, do the thing. So we will see you guys then. And again, thanks for tuning in. If you are watching, hit that subscribe button. I think we're only about a 30 away from our initial goal. So
Nice.
we're trying to hit that.
Everybody go and like and subscribe. And
and
tell your friends.
delist all your moments. Take them all off the platform. It's hard to buy them when they're not there.
Yes, that is true.
And my favorite part is how he just has a weird spreadsheet notebook.
I know.
But anyway, you guys have a good one.
Stings
Good.
line up.
Stings lineup. Okay.
Good luck
like
on
it.
all of your playbook
Fantasy
endeavors,
doers.
your playbook and fantasy endeavors this week. And
May all your teams win today.
And please, everybody, don't be stupid. Go buy all the $4 moments. This is just ridiculous. I've bought probably like 15 right now. So if it's $4, just go buy it.
and then
If
it'll
you have
be
a $5
$5.
and if
it'll
you
be
have a
$5.
$5 note out there, delist it.
It's true. It is simple theory.
If you delist everything at 5 and 6 and buy everything at 4, the floor is now 7, and you are rich.
Yes. Beyond your wildest dreams.
It's
Beyond
not hard.
your wildest dreams.
All right,
No,
guys.
just think long term.
We'll see you next time.
All right, guys.
See you on the moon.
Bye-bye.
The moon.